Hello. It's good to see you. Today we have this little box here, and this box contains pencils. I bought some of these a while ago, and I actually ended up with 2 boxes of pencils. We looked at one box previously, and now we're going to look at the second box. These are pencils that were either they were overrun pencils, or they had little mistakes, little blemishes, things like that. I haven't looked at them yet. I thought I would wait until we were together and we could see what kind of pencils we have and what they have on them, stuff like that. It could be fun. So it's just this little box, and it's a box of Carpenter pencils. These pencils are not sharpened. They fit very neatly in the box. It does appear though that some of these pencils are slightly shorter. These red ones are a little bit longer. If you push them together, you just kind of even it up right there. You can see that they're not all the exact same length. That's interesting. So when we looked at pencils like this previously, one thing we noticed was a lot of these pencils have little like globs of paint. The paint was not applied evenly, or maybe this part was messed up. Like this one here, this one seems to have like a little crack that runs along here. I don't know if it's a crack in the wood. Oh, I know it is. I wasn't sure if it was a crack in the wood or the paint. I think it's actually in the pencil. This was a pencil for Evergreen Lumber. Looks like they went into business in 1939. That's the year my mom was born. That's pretty crazy. 85 years. 85 years. Pretty green metallic letters. Now, have you ever seen a pencil like this? If you think about it, it makes sense. If you're a carpenter and you need a pencil to mark things you've measured and you need to make a mark, it would be good to have a pencil that you could set down and it wouldn't roll away. That's why these are great. A little hard to sharpen. All you do, my dad used to use these all the time when I was a kid, and he would just take out his pocket knife and just whittle it down to sharpen it, because they don't exactly go in a pencil sharpener very well. So yeah, these bring back a lot of memories for me, because my dad always had a few of these types of pencils lying around. So it was always kind of nice. And if I had a pencil that needed sharpening, he would just grab his. Didn't matter. Here, you don't need a pencil sharpener. Give me that pencil and sharpen it with my knife. It's fine. So yeah, good times. Let's take this lid all the way off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these pencils out one at a time and look at them. So we do have this one here from Evergreen Lumber. And if you look at it, you can kind of see the paint is not exactly perfect. It looks like it has little imperfections in it. And then of course, as we mentioned earlier, it looks like it has some cracking, a little bit of damage there. You know, there are people who do quality control and they spend all day looking at pencils. Can you believe it? I spent the summer that I was 14 working for cash under the table in a hosiery mill with my best friend and her mom, and her mom worked there, and they were looking for help for the summer, so my best friend and I got to work like a couple days a week all summer. I don't remember what we were paid, like $3 an hour or something. And I did quality control for socks, ankle socks. I learned what to look for. So I did a lot of quality control, and yeah, it's actually not as bad as you would think, because you're working all day and looking and checking, and I did some packaging of socks, putting them together using the little thing to put the plastic through them, shoot the little plastic thing through that holds the bundles of socks together, and putting them in little bags and stuff. But I did a lot of quality control, which I actually think was my favorite job that summer. Anyway, totally unrelated, but I was just thinking about quality control, and I've done a little bit of that. They said I did a good job, so that was good. Alright, so, Kusa. Kusa, masonry, cement, but you can definitely see where the letters are messed up. Right here. National Cement, and also these letters are kind of faded. They're pretty blue. I like it. It's like a shiny cobalt blue color. It's really, really nice. The cement of choice for building success. National Cement Company of Alabama Incorporated. National Cement of Vical Company. The back, I don't know, the paint looks like it's uneven back here. It's a little dark right here, and right down here. I don't know what level of that would be acceptable for these pencils, but yeah, well, there's also a little bitty glob of paint right there. Yeah, so that's Kusa. I tried to sort these, I think, last time. And here we have just a plain red pencil. And what am I going to do with all these? I'm going to give them away. They will find a home. Here we have a little indentation on this pencil and a little bump right there. I don't know what that is. Just a little bump under the paint. No words. We have no words for this one. Very shiny though. It's really pretty shiny color. I like that. It looks like, just looking at this layer and the one beneath it, we're going to have quite a few of these plain red pencils. Although sometimes you think they're plain and you flip them over and they're not. Well, this one is. And sometimes I will pick these up and look at them and I don't see any noticeable flaws. So they might just be overrun. Maybe they were supposed to have something on them at some stage and they just don't. I don't know. But they're very shiny. That one's nice. And then we have one here that's black. But it does have a little thing here. FSC. And then some letters and numbers. 100%. Well, it's 100% of something. That's nice. But the paint, it's not terrible. There is a little blemish right there, though. A little bit of one. And of course, on the ends, if you look at the ends of any of these pencils, the paint is going to kind of overlap a little bit. But it doesn't matter because when you sharpen it the first time, that's going to go away. And another plain red one. This one definitely has some little scuffs on it. Little places that are a little bit lighter. A little bit right there. There's a little mark on it there. Another plain red one. Now this one is plain red, but it's a different shade of red. It's darker and it's not as shiny. I think we saw some of this in the other box where it looks like they tried to apply the glossy finish, but it looks like it just kind of stops right there somehow, but then there's a little bit here. Yeah, it's very uneven. The gloss is very uneven on that one. We have some of these. I see 3 already. Grabber Construction Products, the Professional's Choice, United Building Materials. It's got a little chip on it right there. It is shiny. Little scuff right there. Little scratched place. There's another one. And when you're doing quality control, you do have guidelines that you will follow, and they will tell you what level of different types of imperfections are acceptable. Sometimes nothing is acceptable. You end up kicking back a lot of the product. It just depends on what they want you to look for. And it takes a lot of you might have a lot of questions because you might run across things like, well, is this okay? You have a little bit of the gloss here, but it's not even. So you have to be very sure you know all the things to look for. Grabber, where am I going to put you? I'll put you up here somewhere. And here's another one for a grabber, United Building Materials. This one kind of looks the same as the one we just picked up. Has the same little issue here with the gloss. Not all that different. Another one, United Building Materials. This one has like a little hump right there. A little uneven place there and a little uneven place there. And you really just kind of have to turn it and tilt it and look at it in the light. And just see what you're looking at. That one isn't terrible except for that and that. I would kick it back for those. Okay, another Kusa masonry cement pencil. It's a little scratch right there. Oh gosh, look at the backside is awful. It has all kinds of scratches and scuffs. I think the wood itself was not good, and then they just covered it with paint, but you can definitely see all the little flaws in it. Yeah, what the heck. But that's okay. These pencils are all still very useful, and they will definitely be used. We will give them to someone who will use them. They won't go to waste. You can see the back one. The back of this one here has all kinds of scuffs in the paint. Yeah, it's really rough. I wonder how it get that way. Oh, in the front as well. Yeah, that's another evergreen pencil. Put that one there. Here's a different one. Deer Park Lumber Company Incorporated. You're starting to see a theme with the pencils because typically the people using these pencils would maybe frequent these places, so they have a little bit of advertising, and they would just give these pencils away for free to their customers or potential customers, just to keep their name in mind. You know, while you're using the pencil, you might be encouraged to frequent this establishment and buy their products. It's a nice little marketing tool, an inexpensive way to get your name out there and remind people that you're there and available and you have good products. Deer Park Lumber Company. This one looks like it has a line all the way down the back, and then this part is really messed up. Yikes. This one has scratches all over the place. Not really scratches, it's the defects in the wood. It's like it's splintering, it's splitting down the back. This is another Kusa masonry cement pencil. It has problems. That's alright, we all have problems. It's Monday. I make no promises today. So it's another FSC little pencil here. This one's very shiny, but again, we have this little bit of something going on down here at the end. The back looks pretty decent. No, down here it's got the same issue with the gloss. That's weird. Some of these need to, I don't know. I'll leave them going this way, that's okay. I love these. I like the sound of these pencils. It reminds me of playing with Lincoln logs. When I was a kid, I can remember getting ASMR listening to other kids pull the Lincoln logs out of that big cylindrical holder thing, and they're digging through. I love the sound of those Lincoln logs. It's so great. And here's another one, Hayward. So you can build Hayward lumber. And this pencil is made of 100% wood. That's what that FSC thing means, I suppose. Prop 65 warning, contains lead. Neato. Yeah, you can see here part of that phone number is missing. And there's a scratch right there, and the end is messed up. Hayward Lumber probably wouldn't be happy with their pencils looking like that. Oh, there's a green one. And we have some orange ones here. These are brightly colored, but they also, one thing about the lighter colors, they show the imperfections more. It looks like we have some scuffs all over this side. This side isn't quite as bad, but then here you can see the paint is missing just there. Yeah. And another one. This one's kind of the same. It has little scuff marks. Oh, this side is worse. Bummer. That's a bummer. I want to look at this one. It's like a Kermit the Frog green. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. It just gets worse and worse. What happened to this pencil? This poor pencil. It has been through a rough time. Oh my gosh. Here the paint is just missing. It's like it got rubbed off. That's one of the roughest ones I think I've seen in these little collections. That's terrible. And we have Tool Town from Canada. Tool Town. That sounds like something a really jerky guy would say. Like if he was hitting on you, come on down to Tool Town. I don't know. Just that's what it sounds like to me. So it looks like they have 4 locations, or they did at the time that this pencil was created. The paint doesn't look bad. Well, no. Right here, yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit there. But I've seen worse. We have another Grabber Construction Products pencil, the Professional's Choice. This one's not terrible, although the wood right here is kind of rough. Underneath the paint, you can kind of feel it's raised up a little bit. What is going on? I don't know. Oh dear, this one's rough. This is a sort of a neon light green pencil, and there's no gloss here, and it looks like there's almost no paint right there, and it has notches in it, like they hit it on something, and the back is kind of the same. Well, I don't really know what's the front and what's the back, but this side is the same. You have your gloss here, but then it just kind of stops. And the sides have almost no paint here and there. Ooh. I tell you what though, spending a hot summer working in a hosiery mill with no air conditioning and just big fans at the doors. Oh my god. Yeah, I would do it again if I needed to, but I'm really glad I don't have to do that anymore. That was, all you could just sweat all day long. But it gave us something to do and we made some money, so we were happy. We didn't care. But yeah, it was very hot, sweaty work. So this pencil is red and it has some little, no, that's like dust or something. I thought it had a scratch in the paint, but well, it does right there, here, a little bit right there, and yeah, the back too. The gloss looks pretty good, but it did have some little scuffs on it. Then we have one like these black ones here. It just has this little FSC logo on it, and it's just plain white. It looks like we have a little dig into the wood right there, and there it's like a meteor landed and just went right across there. Some little messed up places on the paint. Just plain white. We have from Springfield, Illinois, Negwar materials in this pretty metallic green, and it has it on both sides. Ooh, very shiny. Look at that. That is special. Oh, I was going to say I didn't see anything wrong with it, but I do hear some of the paint. Just looks like it's scuffed. They need to do a better job of being nice to these pencils. I wonder how much it would be to order some pencils. I've never ordered pencils. I should order some. I've never done that. Now this wood is very messed up, like it has dimples in it right here. Weird little pock marks in the wood beneath the paint. Interesting. And the gloss down here is not even. And there's a little bump in the wood there. And it's just plain red. I think this is probably the biggest blemish though. This area right here is not good. And then we have a neon green pencil. We have a couple more visible. This one has some, looks like somebody stabbed it with something right in there. It's like it's got little holes in it. And there too. The back has a little dent in it. And the wood overall has this rippling look to it. It's like it's ripples a little bit. That's kind of weird. Looks better than that first one we looked at overall though. Oh, here's another one that looks like it's missing gloss and paint. That's a lot like the first one where we have a little bit of gloss here and then almost no paint. We have a lot of pencils. We're going to keep going. We have another one of these FSC pencils. Oh, it's actually broken and they painted over it. There's a little part right here that's just missing in the pencil and they painted over it. They must have been in the Navy. That's how they fix everything. They paint over it. My dad and my brother were both in the Navy. I remember them joking about that. You got a problem? Just paint over it. It's fine. That's how you fix things. We have another Kusa masonry cement pencil. It does have some scuffs. Yeah, it's got some scuffs. It's not the worst I've seen. The front looks pretty good. I do love that blue. I love that blue color. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a nice shade of blue. Very pretty. I have 4 of those Kusa pencils. So far, I think the plain red pencils are winning. I have 6 of those. 4 of the grabber pencils. Yeah, but we're still going. We have another orange pencil. Big old mark. That is definitely visible there. And a little imperfection in the gloss there. Yeah. These are nice. These are very lightweight pencils and they won't roll away on you because they're flat. They're great. Oh, there's a plain one. I don't think we've seen one like that. We have another black one here. This part looks weird. It's not perfectly flat underneath the paint. That's odd. And we have another neon green. And again, a lot of the gloss is missing. And it looks like it's barely painted. And then we have a big old something there. I don't know what the heck that is. That's my 4th neon green. They don't stack super well. You would think they would, but they don't. And I suck at Jenga, so I'm not going to try to stack a bunch of pencils. So we have another Deer Park Lumber Company Incorporated pencil. This one almost looks like it has a hairline crack going down it this way. A little bump in it right there. And here it almost looks like it has a little bit of red paint on the side of it. like maybe when they were putting this on, they got a little bit of that red on the side. And there's also a little bit of red here on the end. I wonder how that happened. I don't know. Another grabber, United Building Materials. This one is missing a little bit of paint on the end down here. Nice and shiny. Yeah, it's got a little scuff in it, or a little blemish right there. Can't really see what I'm doing. I want to look at this one. Oh, C.H. Hansen Soft, and it has a barcode on it. I like this one. It's unpainted, but here you can actually see the little tiny hairline cracks in the wood, and I think that's what the paint was going over. And then over time the paint cracks where the wood was cracked. So we do have paint, but it's just the logo and the phone number and all this stuff. But yeah, it has little tiny, it's just the way the wood is. Just looks like little cracks. We have another grabber. Lots of these from United Building Materials. It actually doesn't look bad, but it does have some little dents right in there. And the wood looks uneven on this end here. And the stain or the gloss is not very uniform. I think I'm going to have an avalanche of pencils in a minute. Alright. Here's a different one. Marvin's Building Materials and Home Centers, Atmore, Alabama. And it has shiny red letters and numbers, very metallic. The back is just plain. And it doesn't look bad. I don't know. Well, the gloss is not even, and there's a little dent in the wood right there, right across there. Sorry, Marvin. Oh, we have some more orange ones. Oh, that one's terrible. It looks like it has white paint on it. This one has scuffs again. You can see these little dark scuffs. The gloss looks pretty good. Not terrible, but I think it's mainly these scuffs that caused it to end up in this box. Trying to make some room. Okay, there we go. We have another evergreen lumber, but you can see the big crack right there in the wood, and the paint is cracked. There's a little bump there, and we have lots of scuffing on the back in the gloss. Shiny green evergreen lumber. Another United Building Materials. This one just looks rough as heck. It just looks so rough. Look at it. It's like it's got scuffs and scratches, and it's like you rubbed it with a piece of sandpaper or something. Why is this one so rough? I don't know. It's pretty awful. We have another plain black FSC pencil. This one looks pretty good. I think it's slightly warped, and there's a little bit of cracking in the, not really cracking in the wood, but I don't know, it's like it's not perfectly level. We have another Deer Park lumber. This one has scuffs on it, and like a raised up place on it right there. And Harry's Building Materials, Rusk, Jacksonville, and Troop. Oh, and I can never pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Where is that? Is that down near? That's Mississippi, isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I'm not going to. I am not even going to try. Gosh, this one has. Look at the end of that pencil. Good grief. It's all like part of it is missing. Oh no. We have a lot of these orange ones. This one is really bad. Look, it looks like a piece of candy corn up here. Just the colors. We just need a little yellow in there. Oh, it goes all the way around. I tried to make an eraser. It's like a fake eraser. Oh, and it has a bump right there. Yeah, this one's just in terrible shape. That one has all kinds of problems. Another one of these FSC plain black ones. The end is kind of messed up a little bit. Otherwise, I don't think these are that bad. I'm not really sure. Maybe they just had too many. And another orange one. Ooh, this one just feels rough, like it's the edges, these right here. It just feels rough right there. And down here, some of the paint is missing. And there, big old place there. You got problems. Get there. Another Marvin's pencil from Atmore, Alabama. It's got some scuffing down here at the very end. And there too. And then here we have another plain white FSC. Oh, it has a big old place on it right there. And a little bit of paint is missing on the very end. Where was I putting these? Down here. Okay. Another plain black FSC pencil. Well, down here a little bit, it looks like the gloss is a little messed up, perhaps. The paint a little bit. It's not too bad. I think it's, I don't know, it does look like it has some little surface blemishes to it when you hold it up to the light and you just look at the consistency and the smoothness. Like it's not 100%. Another plain white FSC, and it again has the little scuffs down here at the end and on this side too. A little bit of stuff there. Okay, that's that one. I'm running out of space for these pencils. I'm trying to sort them. I want to see which one I have the most of. Right now the red and the orange are running about the same. I think I have the most of those though. Let's see. Another plain orange. This one looks like it's missing some paint there. And here it has like a little uneven area that I can feel with my fingernail. And it's missing paint there too. Oh yikes. This one has a nose. Look at it. What the heck is that? Oh, it's over here too. It's like globs of paint. That's so weird. And it just dried on the pencil. And we definitely do not have enough paint. Well, I think it all landed there and it didn't make it down here. Yeah, and a scuff. And the gloss is basically non-existent. Yeah, this one is a hot mess. That one's pretty bad. I don't even know what happened there. I have a lot of pencils, y'all. Okay. And then we have another orange one with a bump on it and a scuff. A scuff right there. So yeah, this is kind of like a lot of the other ones where it's got these little, a lot of them have these little scuffy looking places. what causes that. And we have another one of these Harry's building materials pencils. And poor Rusk, you can barely read their phone number. And it's new, so it's going to get worn down even more. And on the back, it looks like the gloss is basically, I mean, it's kind of there, but not like you would normally see. Maybe they didn't want a whole lot of gloss on there. Maybe you can change how much gloss is on your pencils. I don't know. Where did I put the other one? Over here. This one's different. Coast Builders. Is that OCB, I guess? Rona? I don't know. Yeah, and it's in these places. Gibson's, however you say that, and Madeira Park. But the letters are kind of scratched. The lettering is a little messed up. They're very shiny. Building our community together, one project at a time. But yeah, if you look at the paint back there, it's just got all these places on it. Like, it's almost like the paint isn't thick enough. Like, it needs to be a little bit thicker or something. We have a little bump right there too. Okay. We have another United Building Materials pencil. The Professional's Choice. And, oh God. Look at this one. I mean, ew. It just has globs of paint, and then it looks like a hunk was taken out of it right there. And it's peeled back. Ew, yikes. That's pretty crazy. And here there are like little notches in the wood. Good grief. And it's just insane. And we have another plain black FSC pencil. There's a lump in it right there. I think that was the wood and not the paint. I mean, overall it's not terrible. It's a little, the gloss is a little uneven there. And there's a little lump right there. Okay. And another one of these green ones that has like no gloss on it, and just we have nothing here at the end. There's just nothing there. It's actually kind of cool looking. I kind of like it. I'm putting that with the Kermit the Frog green one. Here is another one of these neon, almost a yellowish looking pencil. Big old bunch of paint missing there, and it's very, very rough. It's a little imperfection in the wood that runs along right here. And then it looks like it got hit on something right here, and it knocked the paint off or rubbed the paint off. And there's not really any gloss on it. There's a little bit more on this side. But again, you can see it just goes all the way around. And here's a big place where it's messed up too. Here is one from, it looks like it says L&W Supply, but the letters are really small, in Dallas, Texas, and the phone number is messed up. It's glossy. Yeah, not terrible, but the letters and the numbers are not great. And another plain white FSC pencil. I have to wipe off. There's like dust in the bottom of the box, or wood dust or something in there. And here on the end, it's messed up there. I mean, it's not terrible though. I've seen worse. Definitely. And Southampton Masonry. Southampton and Wainscott. They don't even give us an area code. I guess we just know where they are. Very shiny on the back. Lots of gloss back here. But it's uneven down here on this end. It's not as shiny on the end. Other than that, it doesn't look terrible. And we have another L&W supply. Gosh, you can't even read the phone number. The last 4 digits are just gone. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just dust. I thought it was really messed up, but it's just dust. Okay. And another Southampton masonry. Oh, it's messed up here between the N and the R. You can see it's kind of messed up there. Okay. Another plain black FSC. Not terrible. The gloss is a little uneven. It is not uniform on the back. And we have a little bit of splitting in the wood right here underneath the paint. There. Oh, this one is plain. Oh, here it looks like there's the paint. It's darker right here, but there's also a very rough spot in the wood right there. Scuffs on it. And here, just plain, shiny. There we go. And another plain black FSC pencil. And we saw another one that had this like a line through it. I think that's the wood itself. It's an imperfection in the wood and not the paint or the gloss. And a scuff right there. I'm starting to have little avalanches with my pencil. Another United Building Materials. Not terrible, but again, there's an imperfection in the wood beneath the paint going across here. The gloss is kind of messed up on the end there. Another plain white FSC pencil. This one actually looks, oh no, we have some scuffs back here. And a little bit of the paint is missing down here on this end. Yeah. Our last pencil is a Marvin's pencil from Atmore, Alabama. A little bit of scuffing there. And here on this end. Otherwise, it's not bad. I do like the shiny, the red lettering and everything. That's pretty spiffy. It's very shiny. And it has a barcode that is also shiny. So which pencil do we have the most of? Well, let's see. I know it's not the Coosa Masonry Cement. We only had 4. I had a lot of hope initially. I thought we were going to have a bunch of these, but ultimately we only had 4. That's okay. The plain black pencils, we have a lot of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 10 of these. The orange ones, I have 10 orange ones. You know what? I just had a thought. I am dropping off some stuff for a drive, some stuff that's going to the hurricane relief. I bet these pencils could really come in handy for that. I'm going to take the box with my other stuff that I'm dropping off tomorrow. Maybe, maybe somebody could use some pencils. I don't know. I mean, it's not your typical hurricane relief donation, but I might do that. What do you think? Do you think that would be a good thing to donate, or would it just be in the way, like something they couldn't use? I know there's going to be a lot of construction going on down there over the next, for months and months. I mean, it's going to take forever to rebuild. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have 9 of these. Maybe I'll do that. I'll donate these because I'm dropping off some other stuff too. I haven't bought everything yet, but I'm going to go do that tomorrow and drop everything off. And I will take these and donate the pencils too. So it looks like it's a tie between the black pencils and the orange pencils. We have 10 of each type. I do love the sound of these pencils. It's so nice. You just gently hold them. It's quite lovely. I'm donating diapers, cleaning products, paper towels. I'm trying to remember, they had a list of things that they were really looking for. So I'll take the pencils too. Maybe somebody could use them. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed getting to see these pencils today. Carpenter pencils. Who knew they could be so nice? They do remind me of Lincoln logs, and I used to love the sound of the clinking Lincoln logs when I was a kid, back before ASMR even had a name. It's a great thing. I really love it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really soon.